All right. Well, hello, Dreamforce. You ready here on day 3 to talk a little commerce? You excited? All right. I can tell you, I can't believe it has been a year since we stood before you newly minted as the Salesforce Commerce Cloud. And I can tell you a lot has happened, a lot over the last year. So we have got a ton to share with you over this next 50 minutes or so on our vision for commerce, where we think the industry is going, the product strategy we have to align to that vision, and you are going to experience this with a lot of demos and through the eyes of our customers, in fact, many of which will join me here on stage. But before I get there, I want to do the most important thing, which is to say thank you. Thank you. I mean, this has been an amazing journey over the years with all of you, and to our customers, your incredible products, your brand, the innovations you've driven on the platform over the years have inspired us, and we thank you for your trust. We're honored by that. And to our partners as well, right? Your technologies, your teams, the expertise that you have is so vital to us driving success in the field with our customers. Thank you for your partnership. We appreciate that. So good to have you all in our community, in this Ohana, and also here at Dreamforce with us today. And you know, I think we should take a moment and really appreciate what you have all accomplished here as together as part of this community. As we finish this calendar year, believe it or not, you will process on the platform $21 billion of your merchandise, $21 billion. And what's more, that $21 billion is growing at more than 35% year on year, more than twice the industry average. Right, so you are gaining share and winning in this new digital economy. Really amazing. Now, you're doing that through more than 2,700 sites in more than 50 countries around the world. And that number, too, is growing very quickly. In fact, we are going to pretty soon pass the 3,000 sites threshold that you are driving around the world. We also should consider the incredible consumer reach. Now, at the holiday season last year, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, during that week, you touched more than 440 million unique shoppers on the platform. 440 million. And to put that in context, consider that over that same period, Amazon touched around 200 million. So you have more than twice the reach. You think about that. You are really reaching and engaging with the consumer. And that number also growing very quickly. We think as we head into this holiday season that's now upon us, that number will be well over 500 million. So really incredible, incredible success. And congratulations to all of you for all you've accomplished and the value you're driving in your businesses and in your careers. Now, you'll have all heard Mark on his keynote Monday. He spoke about us being in this 4th industrial revolution, and that characterized by intelligence and machine learning. Well, that disruption very much extends to our world here too, right? Of commerce and of retail. And, you know, it's hard to believe, but it was 1994. We really sort of ushered in the era of e-commerce, say with the advent of Amazon coming to market. And now we find ourselves in this whole new brave world of chatbots, connected products, a variety of predictive technologies. But we are in the very early stages of this disruption, and make no mistake about it. This will transform everything about our industry, in retail, in commerce, how we connect to our customers, how we inspire them, and how we grow our businesses. So in the end, to tap into that, we need you, right? The trailblazers, right? The amazing brands, you in these companies, driving these experiences, innovating on top of the platform, are doing amazing things. And this, in the end, is our mission. We think about the Commerce Cloud. It's all about delivering you the platform capabilities combined with the Trailhead learning model so you can empower your teams to run faster, to tap into these trends, to create great experiences, to transform your customer relationships, and grow your businesses, full stop. So we are in this 4th industrial revolution in commerce, but we are on this journey together. We are all trailblazing. Now, let's consider where the e-commerce or the commerce world kind of came from, right? It wasn't that long ago. It looked like this. It was pretty Pretty simple, right? We did a bit of marketing, or did a bit of digital marketing to get a customer to a store or to a website where we look to convert them, right? The old kind of conversion funnel that we work so hard to sort of optimize over time, to visits and order value and so forth. Well, the calculus has changed, and it's a lot more interesting, right? Now, there's a variety of touch points where we as consumers want to engage, to find the brands that support our lifestyle and our passions in the world. So many of them. And what do we want as consumers? Well, I mean, simply, we just want it to be easy. We want it to be easy for us to explore, to be inspired by the brands that we love, that support our passions, right? And to be able to connect with them, to be able to find products that are interesting to us, to be able to buy them, to be serviced, to have that delightful experience. And this is the multifaceted relationship we live in today. In fact, last year on our platform, more than half of all the transactions that occurred transited multiple touch points along that journey before that sale was made. So this is the opportunity for all of us. So as we think about what we're trying to do is, frankly, to make it easy. Easy for you, to make it easy for your customer to experience the richness of your brand, and to engage with you, to transact, and to build that ongoing relationship. Now, this is not fantasy or future. I mean, this is happening. With so many of you, we have so many amazing, innovative companies, trailblazers in this community. You're doing so many things. I just want to share a couple of stories with you today that really underpin what I'm talking about. The first is Coach, which is, of course, that incredible luxury leather goods brand. And they're tapping into the power of Instagram to reach out and connect with their customers. Now, it turns out they have more than 2 million Instagram followers. You can go to the Coach feed and, of course, review the products, watch videos, get inspired, learn about it. But now they've gone one step further. Now they've embedded the entire shopping experiences right there in Instagram. So you have the ability now to see the whole product assortment, to be able to get recommendations on complementary products or alternatives. Ultimately, to browse the selection, colors, size, style, read reviews. Ultimately, finding the products you want, put them to the cart, one thumb pay, done. Right there, in situ, rich experience, catching the customer where they are at the moment of inspiration. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about in terms of extending your experience to where the customer is, to provide this amazing journey for them. So now, that journey also extends to, of course, the physical world, the stores. The other 90% of retail, we say, right? An important part. And Lacoste is doing really a fantastic job driving the connection between that digital world and the physical stores. And they're doing that on the Endless Aisle application on the Commerce Cloud. Now, for those who are not familiar with it, that's a tablet-based application that is used in the store by the associate to engage the consumer and provide really an amazing experience. That photo there in the tablet on the screen is actually a photo I took a few weeks ago. I was in the Lacoste store in Paris, and that's the associate there, Guillaume, helping me find a polo. And you'll notice he's taking me through it. There's the red polo there on the screen. He's actually presented up for me. But what you don't see is he's actually taking me through a rich clienteling application on that tablet based on the Endless Aisle. And he's taking me through, he's asking things like my size, my weight, body type, my fit preferences, fabrics, to ultimately lead me to a great product choice. Now, having found that product, if the product's not in that store, he can see inventory from other stores, ones that may nearby that they could reserve for me or actually ship from, right? Or from online inventory. I can put that right there in the cart and capture that sale. But what's more, let's say I see that sweater hanging on the rack and I want to actually walk out of the store with that right there. I can buy that too and put that in that same cart. One unified cart, one payment right there in the store. I walk away a delighted customer. I've had a great experience. Lacoste has captured a sale that would have not happened had they not connected the dots between digital and physical world and opened up to that enterprise inventory. This is the sort of power I'm talking about. Now, Julian Schneider and the team there at Lacoste are really doing an amazing job trailblazing the way here. In fact, this application was just launched in the spring. And already, he was telling me here a few weeks ago when we saw each other, that more than 9% of the sales in their stores are actually going through that tablet. Imagine that, 9% of the sales in the store, and he expects that number to climb. So you're talking about creating a great experience for the customers, but also really providing value in growing the Lacoste franchise. So super stuff. Now, it's not just enough, of course, to be where the customer is, online and offline, but we also need to make sure that those experiences are intelligent, that they're on target and they're personalized. And this is where Uggs, the iconic footwear brand we all know, has done a terrific job tapping into Commerce Cloud Einstein to provide personalized product recommendations, predictive sort and search to find content, and then providing a very personalized experience to the customer right there, wherever they are, regardless of the touch point. And that's driving real value, right? In fact, the average revenue per visitor to their digital experiences is up 6% just by doing that. I mean, in retail, that's huge, right? 6%. I mean, imagine if your boss walked into your office tomorrow and said, you know what? You already had a raise, but I'm giving you another one. I'm giving you 6%, right? You'd say, pretty cool, pretty awesome. Well, that's kind of what happened. The e-commerce business at Uggs just had a 6% raise. I mean, it's pretty cool. And I think the most interesting thing about that is there wasn't a big marketing push to make that happen. There was no big systems implementation project. It was merely turning on and accessing the inherent capabilities of Commerce Cloud Einstein to create a more personalized experience. Great stuff, very innovative there at Uggs. Now, I know there are a lot of trailblazers in this community, and we want to hear from you. So over the course of the week here at Dreamforce, we've been surveying the community and so many of you here to find out how you feel you are positioned, you and your organizations, around these big trends we've been talking about. Mobility, AI, and delivering these unified experiences. And the results are right here. You look at mobility, 14%, relatively small part of you feel like we got it nailed. Big chunk feel like, well, we're doing some things, but we got a lot of road to hoe, a lot of opportunity there. Others feel like you're not quite really started on that journey. Let's look at AI. Secondly, AI, even less of you feel like you've mastered that. I mean, let's face it, we all see the promise of machine learning and intelligence, but it's not always easy. We don't always have teams of data scientists or the technologies and platforms to allow us to do that. So lots of opportunity here. Now, let's move on to unified, even less so the case in terms of people that feel like they got that mastered. You know, how long have we been talking about unified or omni-channel in this industry? It's been forever. Yet, why is it when we're consumers and we're out there in the marketplace engaging with the brands that we love that we're so often disappointed? And those experiences aren't as seamless and easy as we'd like them to be, right? And the bottom line is because, you know, it's hard. This is not easy to do. So I don't know what you take away from this and how this data reconciles with what your experiences are and your businesses and where you're going. I'll tell you what my takeaway is. It's really, this is our mission. This right here is our mission as the Commerce Cloud, is to make this easy. Make it easy for you and your teams to be equipped with a platform and the capabilities to go after these trends and allow your businesses to run more quickly. So, thanks to you and everything you've accomplished, customers and partners, as community on the platform, we find ourselves as clearly the leading commerce platform in the world, focused on delivering these intelligent, unified experiences. And as we start to move to the product demos and roadmap, I just want to center you all on our product suite that supports that. And it all starts, of course, with Commerce Cloud Digital. That's the platform that drives all these digital experiences. On top of that, we have order management, and that's all about delivering this buy anywhere, fulfill anywhere capability with distributed order management. And then there's Endless Aisle. Think Lacoste. Tablet-based application in the store, providing a rich experience for the consumer and helping the store associates to be smarter and more effective, capture sales. On those platforms, we're investing as we look forward into this coming year on roadmap around these kind of 4 key themes. And they are, first of all, mobility and social. Think about architecting these connected experiences across touch points as I was describing. And those touch points need to be intelligent and informed by machine learning. We've had great success, you've had great success on Commerce Cloud Einstein, We're doubling down on that investment in the coming year. You'll see a lot of innovation there. And then Unified. We remain committed to helping to bridge the digital and physical divide, helping the consumer's journeys to move back and forth between the physical store and the online world and develop a tighter relationship. And then finally, really exciting, when we stood up in front of you last year, newly minted as part of Salesforce, we talked about the opportunity, right, to connect to the broader Salesforce CRM. So we could no longer just do unified commerce, but we could unify the entire customer experience, from customer acquisition and inspiration, from marketing and advertising, through to the commerce transaction, post-sales service, and on, developing a relationship with your customer. So, to tell you more about what we're doing in that area and to show you some demos, please welcome to the stage Catherine Murphy.
Thank you.
All right, Catherine.
Thank you. Good morning. I am excited to talk to you about the world's #1 commerce platform. Jeff just introduced this to you, and over here on the left, you see the products, and on the right, I'm going to introduce some great new capabilities and roadmap that align with those investment themes. Let's get right into this. First, Commerce Cloud Digital. This is an intelligent platform driving some of the best commerce experiences in the world. And it includes capabilities to drive experiences across mobile, social, web, core commerce capabilities like search, merchandising, and marketing, and of course, multi-site management and localization as we see so many of our retailers growing globally. There's a couple of great new features I want to introduce. First, mobile-first reference architecture. As Jeff described, we've got so many of our consumers coming from all of these touch points. And mobile-first reference architecture truly enables a one-thumb experience. And it includes out-of-the-box capabilities for driving search and navigation and easy scrolling and reading of reviews and recommendations, sticky cart, and one-touch pay. And then shopping on Instagram. Jeff described Coach. Coach has been one of our beta customers. But all of our retailers want to be able to tag organic content in Instagram, enabling followers to touch those products and have their own mobile shopping experience. And as the poll showed, so many of us have work to do here. And mobile and social are important, but in the age of the 4th industrial revolution, we must have AI-powered commerce. We must have AI-powered. And Commerce Cloud Einstein is part of Commerce Cloud Digital, and it's already delivering tremendous results. Einstein product recommendations, these are consumer recommendations, and some of our customers are already seeing 7 to 16% lift. But it's not just the consumer, it's also the merchant. And Einstein Commerce Insights takes all of these purchasing patterns happening on the platform and lets the merchant assemble smart product bundles. And then there's Einstein Predictive Sort. This might be one of the most important features in mobility because we have such few chances to get it right and put the right products in front of that customer. But as Jeff talked about, we're doing more. And coming soon, search dictionaries. As consumers are more oriented around searching for products, it's actually harder for the retailer. So imagine me, it's November, I'm looking for my upcoming ski parka, and I want a blue ski parka. Blue is actually pretty tricky. There's a lot of versions of that. There's cobalt, there's azure, there's sapphire. But Einstein Search Dictionaries builds those synonyms for me, enabling me to find the products I want. And then hand in hand, the next feature there, search recommendations. How much better if when I'm looking for my ski parka, if it will just type ahead for me what I'm searching for. So mobile, social, Einstein, how much better if I pull this together and show you a demo. I'm gonna leverage a great brand, UGG. As Jeff highlighted, they truly are a trailblazer leveraging the power of AI. And in this demo, we're gonna do it through the eyes of the consumer. Sarah Conway. She's a city girl, but she loves her Uggs. And she has just been invited to an upcoming wedding as a bridesmaid on the beach. So she's on her way to work, and she is searching on the UGG mobile site. And as you can see already, it feels a lot like a mobile app. This is mobile-first reference architecture in action. Easy ability to search through the categories. But Sarah, she's looking for something specific for this wedding, so she goes right to search, and she types the letter S. And Einstein Search Suggestions types ahead for me, predicting sandals. Now, Sarah is actually looking for a specific color to go with the bridesmaid dress she's been asked to wear, so she types sandals in coral. Coral, like blue, is actually tricky. Salmon, orange, what is coral? But Einstein Search Dictionaries has built those synonyms, and as Sarah looks for her shoes, Einstein Predictive Sort presents Sarah with the right 4 sandals for her. The woman's kari is perfect. She picks that, and again, mobile-first reference architecture kicking in here. With my one thumb, I can easily scroll, read the reviews and the product details, and the cart is sticky down below. The sandals are perfect. Sarah adds them to her cart. One touch pay, Apple Pay. Her shoes are on her way. But now, fast forward to the wedding. She's taking tons of pictures and posting them on Instagram, of course. And she even posts a picture of her shoes. And now UGG can pick this up and tag the content and enable Sarah's followers to have their own click-through mobile shopping experience. So this is pretty amazing. This is how shopping should be done, and that's how UGG is a trailblazer. But that's just the beginning. So let's go back to the product arc and talk about a couple of the other products, order management and endless aisle. Commerce Cloud Order Management. What is order management really? You know, we're long past the age where Sarah buys her shoes and it just gets shipped from a warehouse. And so distributed order management is really about giving Sarah all sorts of options and includes things like ship from store, buy online, pick up in store, and really enables the retailer to activate inventory across all of the channels. Next, Commerce Cloud Endless Aisle. Unified commerce across physical and digital channels. Jeff shared the story of Lacoste and what they're doing. But what do I really mean by unified commerce? I mean a single view of the shopper. I mean omni-channel fulfillment and in-store solutions like clienteling and endless aisle. And as the poll showed, this is really hard. We have not got this nailed. And so our goal and vision as a Commerce Cloud is to make this easier and to deliver these solutions to you in ways that you can deploy them alongside your existing systems. So we've covered the arc, we've covered the products, we've covered some of the great features here on the right, but let's hit the final point, the integration roadmap. This is the #1 question we get from customers now that we're part of Salesforce. What are we gonna do about that as the Commerce Cloud? And if you think about Salesforce and that ultimate customer journey all the way from acquire to transact and service, we are really lighting that up. And the first thing that we've done is delivered a Commerce Cloud and Marketing Cloud connector. So all of that rich digital shopping behavior and activity that happens on Commerce Cloud Digital, it can now trigger messages in Marketing Cloud. And this is available today as a Commerce Cloud cartridge. But next, integration with Service Cloud. We are working on this today, and it will be available soon. But this is all about a single view of the customer, enabling the service agents using Service Cloud to be able to view order history and details, and even do transactions like order on behalf of. And as you heard from Mark's keynote, Google Analytics. So many of our Commerce Cloud customers are already using this. And that's just one more way that we are creating the best customer journey on the world's #1 CRM platform. So let's see this in action. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, Catherine, nice job. Great job, Catherine. Exciting. So how about that? You excited about some of that product? Look good? Yeah. All right. So now we're going to open the next chapter here. We're going to start to look at what some of the amazing trailblazers in the community are doing on this platform. The first of which is LVMH, that luxury brand we all know and love. So to tell you more, welcome to the stage, Nancy Darish.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. And hello to all of our trailblazers. I don't want to brag, but I have a really fun job today. I get to talk to all of you about two of my favorite things, which are luxury fashion and technology. LVMH. With a portfolio of more than 70 brands, LVMH are world leaders in luxury. And they're also one of the most digitally innovative, making them a true Salesforce trailblazer. So we've got a lot of ground to cover today, so let's dive right in, and we're going to first introduce you to our first demo and the brand Kenzo. Kenzo is an international luxury brand known for their iconic tiger shirt, as well as collaborating with avant-garde artists on each collection. As such, they needed a platform that gave them complete control and artistic freedom. Enter the Salesforce Commerce Cloud. With our continuous innovation and our open APIs, we allow our customers to create truly unique experiences, like the one that you're seeing here for the Kenzo Move shoe. Here, the user is able to literally, in a 3D-like fashion, move the shoe around the screen. They're able to look at it from every angle, change the colors, and get this really involved experience. And what's really important here, as we've been hearing about mobile is so critical, there's no compromise between the desktop and the mobile experience. With more than 50% of our consumers starting their journey on mobile, it's important that we deliver exceptional mobile experiences. But as you've also heard from Catherine, it's not enough to just be mobile. Your mobile also has to be intelligent. And so for our next demo, I'd like to introduce you to Mark Jacobs. Mark Jacobs is doing an exceptional job of infusing AI into the commerce experience so well that you don't even realize it's there. Let's just say that I'm shopping, of course, from my mobile phone, because that's where I start all of my shopping journeys these days, and I'm clicking around on the site. Now, with every click that I make, Einstein is building a predictive model, and it's getting smarter. It's using the information from all of my clicks. It's using the information from the wisdom of the crowd to be able to create a truly personalized experience for me. So as I scroll around and I look on this page, all of a sudden I come across other items I might love. And you know what? I do love them because they're not random. They're personalized just for me. And so Mark Jacobs is able to infuse this personalization into the site. They're able to do it on product detail pages, home pages, cart checkout pages, wherever we want to be able to reach the customer and bring them the best product possible. And we're able to do this for anonymous as well as logged-in customers. Now, for our next experience, I'd like to bring you to one of my personal favorites, Givenchy. In October of this past year, Claire Waite-Keller, the newly appointed artistic director for Givenchy, unveiled her debut collection. And what's really important here is she considered the website to be a part of her product line. Think about that for just one moment. We have the artistic director for one of the most preeminent luxury brands thinking about the experience her customers are getting digitally. And so it was very fitting that she used Givenchy.com to showcase this iconic brand moment of her first runway show. And she did so digitally, on a global scale, optimized for mobile. Here we see 3 users, one in English, one in French, and one in Chinese. And this is made possible because the Commerce Cloud's native platform localization supports navigation. So as each one of these users goes through the site, they're able to see it in their respective language. And as Givenchy continues to expand globally, the Commerce Cloud is there to support them with our with our shared catalog and our common code base, the ability to transact in local currencies with local payment methods and local shipping carriers, we help our customers launch new sites more quickly, realizing faster time to value. And also, the business users who are creating these exceptional experiences, they benefit too, from everything from a content delivery network, language localized tools, as well as a global infrastructure, ensuring no matter where you are in the world, you get a fast and seamless experience on Givenchy.com. So speaking of great experiences, that brings me to my final demo. We're going to introduce you to the luxury shopping experience of Berluti. Now, Berluti are cultivators of high-end menswear, particularly leather goods, and they currently use multiple Salesforce clouds. They use Commerce Cloud Digital to deliver Berluti.com, and they deliver exceptional customer service with Service Cloud. And as my colleague Catherine mentioned to you earlier, we are hard at work on our integration roadmap, looking at the connection between Commerce Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and Service Cloud. And so to be able to demonstrate some of that to you today, Berluti has graciously allowed us to do a visionary demo to showcase some of these things. And to do so, we're going to bring you on a journey through the eyes of a customer. Our customer is Pascal Bergeron. He is a very successful young French businessman, and he is passionate about the timeless elegance of the Berluti shoe. And so today, he's on Berluti.com, and as I mentioned, this is live on Commerce Cloud today. Everything that you're seeing is available, and you can experience it yourself. Now Pascal's looking for a pair of shoes, and we know that traditional etiquette dictates that one must not wear brown shoes after 6 p.m., but actually black shoes. But what about blue shoes? Or how about some purple shoes? Pretty spectacular. In the 1980s, Olga Berluti reinvented the color rule and invented the Berluti patina. Now, this is traditionally a very in-store experience, being able to go, have a custom pair of shoes made, being able to pick out the patina. But we see now this merger between the physical and the digital worlds. And we're able to experience much of this on the site. This allows us to have inspiration where we can actually buy here, but we can use this inspiration and still go into the store and as well see the merger between these two experiences. So now Pascal is on the site, and he's gotten a little distracted looking at these gorgeous patinas, but what he's really come here to do is to look at the tattoos. And these aren't tattoos for the human body, these are tattoos for leather goods. So while he's on the site, he's looking at these gorgeous designs, reading the history and the story, and he sees that he is actually able to make an appointment for a consultation, which is great. This is exactly what he was planning to do, to head into the store in a couple of days. Now, this is where part of our vision comes in, being able to have connections between interactions that you have on Commerce Cloud and being able to trigger a message from Marketing Cloud. So this triggers a message that lets him know that his appointment has been made, which he then immediately receives in his email. So now we're going to fast forward. We're going to head on over to the store, and we're going to be greeted by our next character, who is Henri. He's our store associate. And the first thing that Henri does when he gets into the store is that he logs in to his Berluti iPad app. This gives him a 360-degree view of the customer. And he knows that Pascal is coming in. He sees that he has an appointment with him, so he opens up Pascal's record. Here he is able to see his appointment details, his wish list, his recent orders, his cases, and of course, Einstein has provided us with some recommendations. So Pascal enters the store. They're able to dive right in to look at some of these recommendations, looking at the gorgeous product detail, and they're consulting right there from his iPad app. And then they're able to go and look at some of the different tattoo designs. And after much discussion and much debate, he decides on a pair of shoes, he decides on a tattoo, and they're able to attach that order directly to his customer record. So now we're going to fast forward a little bit. It's 4 weeks later, and Pascal is a young jet setter, and he is off to Monaco for the weekend with his friends. He's heading to the airport, and as he's on his way to the airport, he receives a text message letting him know that his shoes are now available. And he really would love to have these shoes. He thinks that they're going to impress his friends, but he doesn't have time. So what does he do? He texts back to the customer service representative and wants to know, could I possibly get those shoes sent to me at my hotel in Monaco? So on the other end of this transaction, we have our Berluti customer service representative. He's on the Service Cloud Lightning console, and here he has that 360-degree view of the customer. He is able to update the transaction and change the shipping address, and immediately he is able to send a text message back to Pascal, letting him know that his order has been updated and his shoes will be arriving the next day. And so that is a just fantastic experience. And that is our vision for how we are going to be able to deliver a 360-degree view of the customer with seamless service for the commerce transaction. And so I'd like to just thank Berluti and LVMH for allowing us to do this visionary demo. And with that, Jeff, the floor is back to you.
All right.
Thanks.
Wow. What beautiful brands, beautiful experiences there. Now, I don't know who's going to win that $10,000 sweepstakes today, but I have an idea where you can spend it. Pretty good stuff. All right, so to learn a little bit more about this amazing transformation going on at LVMH, please welcome Stéphane Couvlet and Vincent Caroux, who lead that initiative at Berluti and LVMH. All right, thank you. Vincent. Well, bienvenue. Thanks for coming.
Merci.
Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here at Dreamforce. Awesome to have you here. Why don't we start with you, Stéphane, and just tell us a little bit more. I mean, everybody knows LVMH, such a rich brand portfolio. Give us a little bit of background on the LVMH story.
Yeah, as it was mentioned, it's an overall 70 brand plus. The different brands can be like Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Dior in the fashion. We have in the perfume and cosmetic, Guerlain, Dior. We have Sephora. We have quite a few brands also on watch and jewelry. And they all have a different expectation on the way they want to manage the customer relation and the way they want to address the different needs of their customer and expectation.
Yeah, thanks for that. Really an incredible set of brands. Now, we've been talking about this new, brave new era of commerce that we're in and all these connected experiences, the importance of mobility, but also intelligence and personalization. So talk a little bit about the strategy and your vision at LVMH for how you tap into that.
Yeah, the mobile is a fantastic opportunity for us to engage, to reach, and eventually to propose different way of shopping to our consumer. Of course, and it is where Salesforce is helping us in a consistent way. It's very important that we are not proposing different experience to our consumer depending on the different touch point that they're having. And we are selling products, but we are also selling an experience. And this is a territory where the AI and Einstein is really helping us to analyze all the data of the different contacts we have with our customers and propose a customized experience to have a fantastic, not only product, but also a story around the product and services around those products.
Making such terrific progress there. It's been great to work with you and the team, Stéphane. And I should turn to you, Vincent, and just talk about Berluti. Now, you know, Nancy did a great job telling the story. I mean, this is the iconic, historic French brand. Of course, Olga Berluti, that store I think in Marbeuf, was that the first store? And
yeah,
that rich experience. Talk about how that store experience, sort of handcrafted patina, everything you had that was really Berluti. How do you tap into the digital world and extend that sort of personalized experience there?
Yeah, I mean, we were founded back in at the end of the 19th century, so over a century ago before Salesforce.
Before my time.
So we're dealing with old brands with tradition and so on, but at the same time, we have to offer new experiences to our customers. So the challenge for us is always to have that mix between tradition and customer service. So, I mean, we're not doing technology for the sake of technology. It's always integrated in our overall customer experience. So it's very important for us to be always consistent. We even talk about a ceremony, a sales ceremony. So we do work very closely with the training teams and so on to make sure that all the solutions are well integrated into that this process and those life cycles.
You're doing really a terrific job. It's an amazing experience there, and thanks for your collaboration on that. So let's talk about the customer journey a little bit now, right? And how you're thinking about that, not just this unified commerce experience, but taking it from introducing new customers to this amazing Berluti brand, the other LVMH portfolio, and how you think about wiring that entire journey.
Yeah, so what we do is, even though we're a high-end luxury brand, we have to make sure that we have that one-to-one relationship to our customers.
Yeah.
And so in order to do that, we need some solutions to help us. So we're working very closely with, as you said, with different cloud solutions from Salesforce. So we started with the CRM, and then later we added service, and then a few months ago, Commerce Cloud, as you saw. So everything's now is fitting into a single vision and where we're headed. So yeah, it's very important to always keep that consistency throughout the channels, whether it's online or in the store where the real thing happens.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, and really appreciate the partnership with you. Thank you for joining us here on stage today at Dreamforce. Let's give a big hand to
you.
Stefan. Thank you very much. Yeah. So now we're going to take a look at a different type of trailblazer, which is PetSmart. Really an amazing company, and how many of you we can all relate to? I mean, how many of us have pets at home, not counting teenagers or whatever? Yeah, I mean, we can all relate to this. What an amazing company. And PetSmart is really doing fantastic things. I'm excited to share this story. And to give you a little bit of background, let's run a video.
Retail is changing every day. And if you can't move quickly, you're going to lose.
Black Friday is always a worrisome time for pretty much every retailer. We were up against Black Friday with a new platform.
This was a big deal for not only us, but for our customers and the experience that we were going to deliver.
I always tell my team, failure's not an option. The motto here was, failure's really not an option. We will not have a site. Everyone knows how important pets are, and at PetSmart, we truly love pets. We believe that pets make us better people. We want to be there for the pet and pet parent throughout their journey and deliver them whatever they need to enrich their lives. We want the customer experience to be the same across all channels. And from a technology standpoint, I can move more quickly if I have fewer technologies in the mix.
Before Salesforce, we were with a turnkey platform. And that platform did not allow us to take on the level of innovation that we're looking for within our future.
It wasn't just the web store that we were replatforming. There were new capabilities that we were putting in. So a lot of moving pieces to get right before holiday.
The team just had to believe that we could do it and it was going to happen. And then we went live and it was stable. The site stayed up.
And we're just watching our analytics and making sure that traffic was going through and the first orders are going through.
It was like, oh my gosh, we're actually going to pull this off.
We had our biggest Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Cyber Monday. Those were our biggest days ever. And again, a month onto a new platform.
Our implementation of Commerce Cloud was the smoothest technology implementation that I've had in my career. I knew I was on a platform that could handle the volume, that I wouldn't have to worry about scalability on Black Friday. We wanted to be empowered to control our own destiny. We're not dependent on a third party, and we can just make it happen. Our customers are buying for their pets that are a member of the family, and our ability to create more personalized interactions for them, it creates the loyalty that we want with our customers.
The platform allowed us to take on new capabilities as a business. We know that as long as we can dream it, we can keep driving, we can keep innovating, we can keep doing whatever we need to do to drive the business.
It empowers our team to be able to be effective in what they do, to take care of our customer, give her a great experience, and deliver the business goals.
Customers want to come to our stores. It's an experience. They want to bring their pet. They want to see the store associates that know them and their pet. We're not a destination just to buy something. We're really there to help through that journey. Salesforce enables us to connect with our customer authentically, to help them in every step of their pet's life, to see that growth and to see how much we are empowered to actually deliver against our business strategies. That's very freeing.
Wow. Awesome. So to get a peek at some of the innovation going on at PetSmart, please welcome to the stage Gordon Evans. Gordon.
Thank you, Jeff. Good afternoon, good morning, Dreamforce. I'm excited to tell you the story of how PetSmart is a trailblazer, connecting to their shoppers from awareness all the way through to advocacy, from personalized marketing, integrated service, custom sales and marketing apps, and of course, unified commerce. Now, much of what you're gonna see today is live, some of it visionary, all of it possible with Salesforce. So let's go ahead and introduce you to our shopper, Kate, and her golden retriever, Bella. And as Jeff said a few minutes ago, many of us have furry friends at home. And like all of us, Kate wants to keep Bella happy, healthy, and of course, stylish. So as we cut over to the demo, we find Kate looking for inspiration and pet style. She's on the PetMD blog, and she sees a post about the Westminster Dog Show. But it's not quite the style that she's looking for. So she toggles over to Facebook, looking for inspiration from these beautiful dogs here. And this entire time, she's leaving behind a trail of clicks and browsing behavior. But she's largely unknown. And that has been a real challenge for retailers and marketers until now. Enter Salesforce DMP. Salesforce DMP is a data management platform. It's an advertising platform that quietly listens to online behavior and builds anonymous profiles. Marketers can then build massive audiences and deliver personalized messages at scale. A lot of the retailers I talk to want to drive more traffic to their .com sites, and this is a great way to do just that. So let's take a look. We've built a pet grooming audience of about 25 million shoppers across 74 million devices. But like any good marketer, we want to make this audience as big as possible, right? So let's add some data. We can add first-party data like our email addresses, second-party data from publishers like PetMD or Meredith. We can even add third-party data from Experian or Axiom. And we've got the power of Salesforce Einstein built right in. And we can use machine learning to build lookalike models of our best shoppers and add them into the audience as well. So let's apply some machine learning here. And now, wow, we've got 58 million shoppers across 175 million devices. Amazing. Thank you, Einstein. Yeah, pretty awesome. But now we need to activate that audience, and we have activation partners built right in. DoubleClick, Facebook, and of course, Salesforce Marketing Cloud as well. So let's go ahead and activate that campaign. And now we find Kate on the train home from work. She is browsing through Ellen TV, looking for inspiration in the pet gallery there. And she sees that PetSmart ad, and she realizes she needs to book a grooming appointment for Bella, so she clicks through. And that takes her right into the PetSmart mobile app, and you can see it's integrated with Commerce Cloud, so you can see the product and catalog information right there. And we know all of our shoppers are mobile, right? And so we need to deliver great mobile experiences like this one that allows Kate to find what she's looking for with just a few clicks. And so she finds the pet services, and she can book the appointment with her thumb before she gets off the train to pick Bella up at doggy daycare. And once that appointment is booked, it triggers a message from the Marketing Cloud, a text confirmation of the appointment. And look, it just happens to be for 11 a.m. today, which means, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bella to Dreamforce. Here she comes. Give her a big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Bella. Fantastic, and she's greeted in the store by her groomer, Joel. She's ready for her appointment. Doesn't she look great? Hey, Joel, I've got an idea. Why don't you take out that Trailblazer bandana and put it on Bella and take a photo? What could be more stylish than that? Bella's a little riled up today. She's very excited to be here at Dreamforce. Amazing. And now Joel can take a photo of Bella using a PetSmart Salesforce app. Doesn't Bella look gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen? Aww. And the store associate can then text the photo back to Kate. Bella is looking amazing, and she's ready to be picked up. So now Kate gets that text message, and she can come into the store where she's greeted by Sarah, the store associate, who's got an endless aisle tablet. So she can focus on checking Kate into the store, not just checking her out. So she can look Kate up by her last name, see her order history and her appointment history, and also access web inventory. And so Kate tells Sarah that she's got a holiday party coming up and she needs to get a pair of doggy antlers for Bella and one of her dog friends. So Sarah can click into top sellers and she sees the reindeer antlers right there. But she clicks in and there's only one pair left in the store. But now Sarah can save the sale. She clicks over to Inventory tab, and she can see the antlers are in stock in another store. So that works out great for Kate. And now, as we cut over to the map, we can see this is the power of distributed order management in action, allocating inventory across 1,500 PetSmart locations and enabling a whole variety of fulfillment options, whether it is ship from store or same-day delivery, or in this case, pick up in store, which is what Kate's gonna choose because she's gonna head down to the San Mateo store later today. So now, as we fast forward a few weeks to that holiday party, we can see Kate and her friend Jamie decked out in their holiday antlers, and they are looking good. They are ready for treats, obviously, and looking forward to their holiday party. And that is how PetSmart is a trailblazer. Jeff, back to you.
Wow, all right. Wow, fabulous. I think a star is born here, Bella. Mark, I don't know if you're listening, but we have a rival, I think, star here at Dreamforce. So to learn more about the PetSmart story, we have the honor of having with us today Beth McCormick. So please give her a big Dreamforce welcome to the stage. Beth, thanks so much for coming and joining us here at Dreamforce, Beth.
Thank you.
Maybe just for everybody's benefit, tell us a little bit more. We've seen the video about PetSmart and the brand and what it stands for and how we should think about that.
Right, so at PetSmart, obviously the pet and the pet parent, we want to be with them every point of their journey. That is first and foremost. It's a brand that, coming from my past, which was in specialty apparel, always trying to get that emotional connection with your customer. At PetSmart, we have it, and it's really just there for us to enrich and make better.
Yeah, amazing. Now, I love that video. You know, one of my favorite spots, of course, you talk about this was the smoothest systems implementation project in your entire career. And that's
It
quite
was,
saying
I
something.
honestly,
But in particular, you did that right before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the high holiday season, which took some courage. And you ended up having your best holiday actually ever. So just,
we did.
first of all, how'd you get the courage muster to do that? And tell us how you pulled it off.
Well, I think first and foremost, like I said, we had to believe it could happen. There were a lot of doubters. I remember going to conferences and talking to peers, and they're like, "You're doing what? And how? You know, what amount of time? And you're going live?" They literally laughed at me. So I think the keys was one, the team. You know, I'm blessed to have a smart team that is innovative and they're scrappy. And we just, like I said, we had to believe until we saw some reason why not. I think secondly, it's really about the platform. Without the Commerce Cloud, that enabled us to move quickly. We would have never been able to do everything we did. So we did Commerce Cloud, order management, new fulfillment partner in 9 months. We would have never been able to do that without the platform. Not only did it enable us to go fast, once we were live, it was stable. And I think that it doesn't matter how fast you go and when you go live, if what you deliver is not quality, and Salesforce the Commerce Cloud enabled us to do that.
Absolutely. You and your team have really done an amazing job, so inspiring. Now, let's talk about the store experience. Obviously, in the pet business, so many services you bring to bear to support pet owners and their pets. Talk about how the store and digital kind of come together to enhance that experience.
Sure. When I think about unified commerce, it's really about the customer experience. And PetSmart, we try to stay ahead of our customers' desires so we can engage with them how, when, and where they want. So we're constantly looking for innovative omni-channel capabilities and solutions that we can add to our roadmap to make sure that we're engaging with them first, fast, and most effectively. And it is really tools like the Commerce Cloud that enable us to move quickly and to deliver those new capabilities.
Well, it's really amazing. Congratulations on all the huge success, Beth, and thank you for joining us here at Dreamforce.
Thank you.
Let's give Beth a big hand. So why don't let's come full circle to where we started this. If there's one thing I want you to remember about this presentation today, it's really this, is nothing is more important than your success as trailblazers. We've centered the business on that from the very beginning. There's so much exciting innovation going on here in the commerce and the retail world. We're so pleased to be on this journey with all of you. Now, if we've inspired you and you would like to learn more about our products or how we can engage with you, Dreamforce is not over. There is plenty. I'd point you to the Commerce Lodge over at the Palace Hotel. We'd love to engage with you, tell you more. We are in the Einstein Observatory, so you can dig deep on all things Commerce Cloud Einstein. We are in the Developer Forest, Customer Success Expo. In fact, by the way, when you're there, if you haven't done it already, see the Adidas experience. It is amazing. And by the way, you can bring some nice product home for yourself or your loved ones. So please go visit it. It's really fantastic. Lots to do. But now, before our last order of business is the moment you've all been waiting for. So we are going to find out who is the lucky winner of a $10,000 voucher to be spent on Commerce Cloud sites. Look under your seats. We have a winner. Where are we? Yes! Harvey Bierman. Wow, congratulations. You know where to spend that, Harvey? That's fantastic. There's an IRS agent waiting for you at the door, actually. We'll be glad to take your donation. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I look forward to seeing you at Dreamforce. Have a great day.
You know, Salesforce has changed my life. I wrote a blog post about this a few years ago that I was never expecting to go, I guess, viral, but it did. And the blog post is titled, "The Best Thing I Built on Salesforce, My Career." And it's true.
I was an at-home mom.
I thought I was going to be the world's best pediatric surgeon.
I went to school for business.
I was not in this industry a couple of years ago.
I went to school to be a lawyer. I was a cosmetologist and a hairdresser. If you would have asked me 15 years ago if I would have a career in technology, I would have told you were crazy.
You know, and it's not easy to put yourself out there. Think about what is it that makes you excited and happy and passionate.
What is it that I really love? Why do I like doing this stuff?
Maybe your passion is veterans, and your passion might be retail, or if you're in banking, you can really take what you learn in Salesforce and you can apply it to any industry.
That was an eye-opener for me. This is a huge universe. I can actually start to dream about what I want to do.
The power of the Salesforce platform allows you to do so many things. You can do so much with it.
I'm flying with Einstein! Woohoo!
The sky is the limit. The limit is your imagination.
We're going to bring our customer a level of service that is extraordinary.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the customer.
I can now talk to case study example after case study example of where, with Salesforce, we've been able to pull this off. That's exciting.
That's where it's been life-changing. I never thought I had the ability to do that, and I think Salesforce is not only giving me technical skills, it's giving me confidence in myself to know that I can achieve these things.
Being a trailblazer is coming out first and clearing the path for others.
It's being the voice of the customer.
You're giving them something that they're looking for.
You're always making sure that the best technology is at their fingertips.
These tools actually push me to figure out what the best is every day.
All of that is not possible without an incredible tool like Trailhead.
The best thing about Salesforce and the smartest thing they've ever done is the community.
It is phenomenal.
The Trailhead community, it just takes you wherever you need to go.
I somehow found the user group and I went in there and I was actually hoping to pay somebody to help me, and all these people helped me for free. I will never ever forget that feeling, and I remember that experience and I try to recreate that for other people.
It's an amazing example of what an ecosystem can really do when it bands together and focuses on how we can all make each other better.
Where you can not only be proud of the work that you're doing, but the people you're doing it with.
That's the magic of Salesforce.
It's changed my life. It really has, and it's changed my company and the customers that I work with.
When your customers are happy, your company's thriving, and when your company's thriving, you're truly at your best. You're at the top of your game.
This is what I was meant to do my whole life.
Being your best is not only having a great career, but it's enabling others to have a great career. And I think that makes me my best.